Okay, now everybody, welcome to the first ever episode of Stop Corner. And now we are going to do something. Test. Okay, so we are going to do something. Excuse me a second. Okay. So we are going to do something. This is the first episode of Stop Corner. We are going to predict the Contender 12, Eliminator 8, and the Championship 4. Plus, we will also be predicting the champion and picking the winner of the truck race. Of course, the truck race is already concluded, so we are going to pick the winner of the Xfinity race. We are going to pick the winner of the Xfinity race, and the person who I think is going to end up winning that race is going to be Kyle Busch. Yes, I did say Kyle Busch. But anyway, Kyle Busch will end up winning the race, and winner of the first round of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race is going to be Matt Kenseth. JGR has been on a roll, and now we are going to predict the winner for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Championship. This is going to be one tight battle. Okay. In your Eliminator 8, you are going to have Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, this is a Contender 12. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano, Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, and Denny Hamlin. In the Eliminator 8, it will be the 2 of Brad Keselowski, the 22 of Joey Logano, the 20 of Matt Kenseth, the 19 of Carl Edwards, the 18 of Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick in the 4, Denny Hamlin in the 11, and Jeff Gordon in the 24. For your Championship 4, and I think 3 of the Joe Gibbs Racing cars are going to make it. It will be Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Matt Kenseth it'll be Logano, Harvick, Kenseth, and Busch. Those are your Eliminator 8. Championship 4. Now to predict the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion, here it goes. Your 2015 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series champion will be Joey Logano out of Middleton, Connecticut. Coming in second will be Kyle Busch, followed by Matt Kenseth. But I think the sleeper here in the chase could possibly be the 18 of Kyle Busch. Toyota has never won a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series title, and I think this year could be the first. With 3 Toyotas in the Final Four, it's either going to be Matt Kenseth or Joey Logano that takes... Kenseth will take home his second championship, while Joey Logano will take home his first. And now we will predict the NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. That will be, if you can give it a drum roll, it is going to be Chris Buescher. Yes, Chris Buescher will win his first title, but I don't think Roush Racing can hold up to the expectations. So Chase Elliott will become a 2-time NASCAR Xfinity Series champion and go out on a high note. The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion, I think, will honestly be Matt Crafton for the 3rd time in a row. Crafton has shown flashes of brilliance in the past and has really shown his muscle. But a couple people that could actually upset that three-peat is the 4 of Eric Jones and the number 19 of Tyler Reddick. And now we are going to take a look at some... Honestly, I don't get what the point is. The one question I want you guys to answer, and this will be on Facebook, is should Tony Stewart and Greg Biffle retire after the 2016 season? And that question will be answered on Facebook. Should they retire? You can answer this question on Facebook, or you can tweet, should they retire, at Pit Stop Corner or Gamerman Rocks 92. This is it's been a pretty rough year for Tony Stewart. Also been a very rough year for Greg Biffle. Biffle is one of my favorite drivers. But I honestly think that Tony Stewart and Greg Biffle are past their prime. Their glory days of fame are over. Now the question, where will Clint Bowyer land? He is obviously the biggest free agent in 2016. Where will he land? Will he end up at RPM? But that's really unlikely. I think the place he's going to end up is H. Scott Motorsports, and pretty soon we're going to get an announcement for Tony Stewart that he will retire at the end of the 2016 season. So the one question is, and now we are going to do something that we thought would be pretty funny. We are going to grade Danica's driving skills every week. Yes, I did say we are going to grade Danica Patrick's driving skills every week. Considering that she always runs around the top 30 Right now I would give her an F in consistency. Yes, I did say an F. I did say an F, so this is... Danica Patrick actually showed some flashes of brilliance. Very well. In the beginning of the season, it looked like she would have made the chase. But that consistency quickly ran out, and the one thing I think is the problem is her crew chief, Daniel Knost. He cannot do pit strategy worth period. Danica was leading the race at Bristol and told him to come in. The rains came and she ended up finishing 40th. This is not the way that Danica runs. In fact, she sucks at it. I honestly think Danica Patrick should show some consistency considering the green car curse. Yes, she did win the pole, but in the Daytona 500, but I think that was rigged. Now, which brings us to another question in NASCAR. Is NASCAR rigged? This is a theory that has been going on for a long time. This is just my opinion. I think it is rigged. If you take a look at the chase, last year, all 4 drivers finished in the top 5. Kevin Harvick won the race. Ryan Newman came in second. Joey Logano in third. And Brad Keselowski in fourth. Yes, I do think NASCAR is rigged. And in other news, the grandson of Dale Earnhardt has landed a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series ride. Yes, Jeffrey Earnhardt, the son of Kerry Earnhardt, will be piloting the number 32 Ford Fusion and Can-Am will serve as a sponsor in 11 events. He will be racing in 26 races, I believe. I'm not really positive on that. Jeffrey Earnhardt will run for Rookie of the Year. So Jeffrey Earnhardt, Bobby Labonte is going to run 4 races. Jeffrey Earnhardt will end up running 32 races in 2016. But I think the place that Clint Boyer is likely gonna land is Furniture Row Racing. Furniture Row Racing is close to closing a deal to run Toyotas in 2016. And also Can-Am will be sponsoring the dual races at Daytona. Now we are going to get into something that should be interesting. We are going to predict what the new sponsor will be for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series after the 2017 season. I honestly think that Budweiser is going to take over and it will become the Budweiser Cup. Which honestly means that we will honestly get a giant beer bottle as a championship trophy. And we are going to talk about some other NASCAR news. John Hunter Nemechek gets his first ever NASCAR Sprint Cup Series NASCAR Camping World Truck Series win at Chicagoland. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to show you the highlight. And there you have it. The winner of the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race, as Kyle Larson in the 00 ran out of fuel. John Hunter Nemechek gets his first ever Camping World Truck Series win. And that will do it for this week's episode of Pit Stop Corner. Actually, we're going to go over some more NASCAR news. And one of the highlights, Mason Mingus mows the grass at Chicago. And also, Daniel Hemrick ended up hitting one of his crew members. So, that will be... Also in some funny news, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski's babies get friendly more tweets. Boy meets girl, Kyle Busch and Brad and Keselowski's babies together on pit road. So, just some funny news to share there. We are going to follow the leaderboard. And so far, your fastest in final practice is the number 48 of Jimmy Johnson. That is followed by Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski, Martin Truex Jr. 22nd is Danica Patrick. Now, the one thing I cannot get over is why the hell is Casey Kane did not make the chase? Casey Kane did not make the chase this year. All 3 of the other Hendrick drivers have. Something is wrong there. Now we are going to as I said, the person who I think will win the Sunday race will be the number 20 of Matt Kenseth. Matt Kenseth will be the first driver to punch his ticket into the Contender 12. Stay tuned to Pit Stop Corner Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. only on YouTube. Denny Hamlin is out. The number 27 of Paul Menard also in the chase is 31st fastest. And the number 11 of Denny Hamlin is 25th. That will do it for today's episode and first ever episode of Pit Stop Corner. I'm Jeremy O'Berty signing off. Good night, everybody.